Hello, pilots, and welcome back to Flight Academy. It's time for Season 2. This series is brought to you by Out of Arc Gaming, and as always, my name is Phil. 11 players go head-to-head in a round-robin single-ship tournament to find out who is the ace pilot. The format rules are in the description below, but joining me for Round 10, Game 1, we have...
James. I'm back again. It's Round 10. I don't have a third rhyming word, but let's go.
Well, it's the penultimate round, so we are getting real close to the end and finding out who is going to be taking the crown. So it's all to play for some of our pilots. But let's run through who we have on the board. James, do you want to let us know what Duncan is running?
Sure. So Duncan has brought Cavill in the Scum Y-Wing with marksmanship, ion cannon turret, proton torpedoes, R4 B11 astromech, proximity mines, false transponder codes, and a shield upgrade. So just a few things.
Just a few things. I mean, that's a long line of cards we can see making their way down the table there. And coming up against Duncan, we actually have Ed. He is running Kyle Katarn in the Rebel Hawk 290 with Trick Shot, Proximity Mines, Perceptive Co-Pilot, Engine Upgrade, Stealth Device, and the Moldy Crow title. And I can almost guarantee that Ed thought he was probably going to have the most upgrades of anyone coming to this little tournament, but he's actually been pipped by a couple of players. But it's definitely going to be an interesting game.
It's interesting seeing how some people go, oh, I'll take the expensive pilot with a few upgrades, and some pilots, some players go, I'll take the cheap pilot in Kyle and just load him up. And Duncan has found, Initiative 5 pilot with a good ability, and has been able to fit so much on him for the points allowed.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say it's a great ability, especially being at Initiative 5. And yeah, he's got a lot of tricks on there, and we've seen them work really well. And first attack coming in, really clever use of false transponders, getting that target lock and getting rid of at least one of Kyle's focuses there. I quite like that play, actually.
Yeah, and this is a torpedo already?
Yeah, it looks... No, I think it's the ion cannon turret, actually. But only one damage going through, so no ion there. Yes, that was the ion cannon turret there.
Right, 4 dice because of Cavill's ability, because it's a turret attack, not a front arc attack.
Yeah, it's absolutely brutal, that. And that works with torpedoes as well. Does it? I might be making that up.
No, torpedoes are locked to the front arc, but even then, proton torpedoes still pack a punch.
Oh yeah, but I mean, it just makes Cavill quite dangerous. But then again, although Kyle doesn't have Cavill's ability, he has just as much potential to be quite dangerous there with his turret, his forward arc, and he also has mines as well.
I just spotted that as well. Are we maybe going to see proximity mines being dropped on each other? That would be very cool. Although, Carl's already lost his stealth device. That's disappointing for Ed. But
yeah, very disappointing for Ed, which is always a plus side there. But he has taken some damage back off of Cavill. Yeah, I mean, I would love to see them simultaneously prox mine each other.
Fly
it
right
would
past
be
each
hilarious.
other, and then the next turn just mines.
I mean, if we don't see it, it'll be very disappointing. And judging by that move, that's a shame. We might not see it, but that was an interesting exchange there. I'm not sure who I think came out on top there.
I think Duncan probably came out slightly more on top, just because he got rid of the stealth device.
Yeah. You're probably right there.
He used up his transponder codes, but between those two upgrades, I'd rather have a stealth device.
Yeah, I mean, transponder codes go quickly, and Kyle is one of those, Kyle in the Hawk is one of those ones that probably isn't too bothered about that, because he has so many focuses. He lost a focus.
You can see it right now. There's 3.
Yeah, Perceptor Co-Pilot plus Kyle and the Moldy Crow, it's just a combination that works. So there's not really much danger there, but this is where the danger is about to come in, because I think one of the things that is great about Cavill, not just his ability, but he's got the ion cannon turret and he's an I5. So he has great information against most of his opponents. He knows where they're going to be. So he knows when to turn that turret.
Also, Kyle is stressed, so Duncan could activate his astromech, I think.
Yes, he can. We haven't actually seen him use it. It's one of those, I think it's one of those harder ones to trigger.
While you perform an attack, you may remove one orange or red token from the defender to reroll any number of defense dice. So, what have we got? Hit a crit.
So just
not using the astromech to reroll. I guess leaving Kyle stressed is still pretty good.
Yeah. It makes it a bit easier for you to know where he's going to be.
Being able to just freely spend focuses, though.
It's a bit of a dream. It's exactly what you want. I mean, the amount of tokens he's got sat there is like when you see people have their force tokens sat with their pilots, and it's just like, but this is better. Like, obviously, it doesn't like recur. Oh, does that clip?
Oh, it just misses.
Just missed.
I mean, I feel like pretty much anyone would have looked at that and gone, yeah, I'll drop a mine. Sure.
Yeah, I'll give that a go. I think the only mine that might have actually hit there is potentially a Cononet, because that's a very long token when it drops.
Yes.
But yeah, it's not a terrible drop though. I mean, Cavill can get around it fairly easily, but if Cavill was, say, doing a K-turn and then coming back round, it'd be something that Duncan would have to be mindful of.
Yeah, the proximity mine's a big token on the board.
Yeah. And if you can
want to avoid.
Yeah, if you can miss it, that is quite nice. But I mean, we've seen those prox mines causing some serious damage recently.
I mean, we've also seen Cavill's ion cannon do a lot of damage as well in this.
Yeah, it's been brutal. It's been such a clever setup as well, and I know there are a couple of people who are thinking about running that setup.
I mean, you look and you go, it's only one ship. I probably don't need to eye on it. I'll just bring torpedoes and just go with that. But the setup that Ion gives in these situations has proven to be very useful. Yeah,
and I think it's definitely a better option than, say, the dorsal turret, because it just that control of where your enemy is going to be. It's again in one-on-one is absolutely ideal. That's a great roll.
Oh,
hit double crit there. Does it go full damage? I mean, it is ion, so it's only gonna be one damage, but well, that's guaranteed ion there.
Yeah. Although you can still drop a mine when you're ion, can't you?
Yes, because it's not an action.
I mean, that would close off that gap and stop Cavill being able to close in easily next turn.
Yeah, it would be an interesting one to pop that there. I'm not sure how. It would close the gap off, but that's about it.
I just feel like it would mean that Cavill can't fully capitalize on the ion being predictable.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at it and thinking Cavill could just do it too hard, and then if there is a prox mine there, he could possibly bank out the way of it, or just too hard through the middle away. It's hard to say, but it doesn't look like we are getting that prox mine drop. So
okay. Save it for when you know it will hit.
Yeah, if you can guarantee it's going to hit, that is definitely the ideal. But I mean, we're looking at it. Obviously, Cavill has done a fair amount of damage onto Kyle there, but you know what? Kyle is still whittling away.
And again, that Moldy Crow Tiger is like, ion forward, take a focus. I've still got 3 of them. Good luck.
Oh, does he?
No, I think he's good.
Oh,
That was close.
That was close. That too hard went a lot further than I was expecting.
Yeah, we did actually, yeah.
Oh, is he going for Proton Torps?
Well, I mean, he just got the ion, so this is as good a shot as he's going to get, really. So
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, there's a charge
Yeah.
being spent.
Killer blow time. Oh, that's a pretty good roll to start with. And
3, so 2 and a crit. Because no, I think it.
Proton should turn 1-2.
Yeah, I think he's just checking the card now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so one's a crit.
So need paint here for Kyle. That's not paint. That's not
all
paint.
That focus and nothing on the.
That's just the way green dice work, though.
I said it last time I was commenting on this, though. I really like Ed's paint job on.
Oh, it is so nice.
It's really nice.
Yeah, it's really good. But that was, I mean, Duncan flew Cavill really well there. He got the job done, used the tools well. So well done to Duncan. Commiseration to Ed. Unfortunate there, your green dice really didn't like you at the end, I'm afraid. But James, thank you very much for joining us for game 1 of round 10.
You're welcome.
And we've got plenty more action to come, guys. So don't forget, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we will see you next time.